Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, this is the National Football League. As we'll see Tyler Huntley and the Miami Dolphins taking on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback, standing 6'1" from Utah. It's Tyler Huntley.
A three-year starter at the University of Utah. He got his NFL opportunity as Lamar Jackson's backup in Baltimore, mainly because he possessed similar qualities. Excellent runner, big-time arm, just has to grow in accuracy and avoiding mistakes.
Now a man who tore up the Packers in the NFC title game a few years back. It's Raheem Mostert. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They go play action with Huntley. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down.
And ever since Tyreek Hill arrived in Miami, he's somehow taken his game to new heights. He's eclipsed the 1,700-yard mark in each of the last 2 years, and at one point last season, it seemed that he was destined to be the first wide receiver to total 2,000 receiving yards in a single season. He's truly a special talent and has become the focal point of arguably the most explosive offense in the NFL.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. In motion, Hill. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down. Second and 7. Once again, it's Mostert. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. Huntley now bootlegging it.
completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Second and 11. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 44 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Award that tackle for loss to the safety, Buda Baker.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Here's Huntley. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. This now, play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Huntley looks to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
But they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding them to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. Mike McDaniel, he's going to ask him to take a closer look at this call, and out comes the challenge flag. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
after the field goal. Here comes Sanders to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cardinals offense heading out, and they do so behind Kyler Murray, their dynamic quarterback in his 6th season now from Oklahoma.
And now that he's back at full health, they're expecting Kyler to get back to being the superstar playmaker that they drafted. Make no mistake about it, when he's fully healthy, there aren't many quarterbacks who are as dynamic as he is. And if he's able to stay on the field, this team has a real chance to make some noise.
First carry for James Conner. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On second down, here's Murray. Flush to his right. Oh, fancy running by Murray. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Conner. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Conner. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Now Murray. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Murray now to throw. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Here's Huntley. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
In motion, Hill. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Hill shedding the tackle. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Huntley looks to throw again on 2nd and 10. A quick throw there is incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this 1st quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw here, Huntley. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Sanders' kick is good, and that will make it 6-0. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
So a couple of field goals now, 6-0 our score as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Eluding the pressure right. Let's go. 6-0 our score after one. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Murray now. He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. To Connor on the check down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Speedster Raheem Mostert and the rest of this offense out to start the drive. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle 3rd of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now Huntley. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And back deep is DJ Dallas. Yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
That's to the sideline and incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Pass complete there to Harrison. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run behind center with Connor. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Murray. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Murray going to throw. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
On 3rd and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a first down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise, and then how about him directing traffic as he moved downfield to pick up extra blockers? A really nice run.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Connor up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front three, your front four, your front five, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. To throw is Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Shotgun now for Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Here's Murray. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
But when we see the ball tipped in the air, sometimes we get a little roll change, don't we? Because when it's in the air, sometimes the defensive back becomes a receiver. And in this case, the receiver looked like a defensive back, but ended up a receiver.
He caught it as a receiver. Hey, it worked out.
Worked out really well for them. But I'm telling you, the defensive guys,
Frustrated.
oh, frustrated. They're going to catch it in film.
Here's 3rd and 3. Throwing again, Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Now Matt Prater for the point after. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. And out come the Dolphins now. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday I'll press it a little bit. This might be the case.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane.
On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And they need 2. Here's third down. To throw, Huntley. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That was simply snap, rock, and fire. I mean, they didn't take long at all. Slant route, and I loved where he put it. He put on the body of the receiver low so that only he can catch it.
Yeah, I don't think there was any magical formula there. Defensively, that's just tough to defend.
Very much so, and that way it allows the receiver to keep his body in front of the defender and not allow him to go through him to knock the ball away.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Huntley working from the gun. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second and 10. Huntley to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Huntley. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Well, the Cardinal offense is going to take over late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Murray now on first down. Going right back to Wilson. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Murray. Able to get this one to McBride. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Murray to air it out again. That pass completed to Dortch. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. In the first half, the Cardinals did what they always do, and that's rely on their quarterback, Kyler Murray. He was able to take it in himself for the game's only touchdown, and you wonder if this coaching staff will ask him to do a bit more the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Murray. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
This now a 3rd and 4. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll be a 41-yard punt, giving 5 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try to get some points.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
A run with Mostert up the middle to the 43, second down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Huntley. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Bilal Nichols in there to take him down. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. 3rd down. Here's Huntley now. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my. He pulled it in. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
In motion, Hill. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Able to power through. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Mostert is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
On the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. Flushed out right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. It worked there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Murray giving to Connor on the draw. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Buying time to his left. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throws this one right side to Pascal. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Murray. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Here is 3rd down and 4. From the gun, Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Connor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. But with his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Connor will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This offense has a lot of weapons, but you know they like to look Connor's way down here near the end zone. He's got that rugged running style, and that's a nice job there to hold him to a short pickup.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Connor, and this time he is in. Yes. James Conner punching it in from a yard away. And the Cards answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second down throw from Huntley. It's a slant to Hill. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Throwing on 1st and 10, Huntley. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 33, here's second down and 7. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 27. 62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They hand it off to Mostert. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Huntley looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Braxton Berrios from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown at the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Connor picks up a new set of downs and in nice fashion, too. He's coming off his best season as a pro after he topped the 1,000-yard mark for the first time in his career a season ago.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to Connor here on first. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Murray now to throw. That ball caught by Harrison. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 30-yard line. Now Murray again. Screen pass to Connor. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Second down, Murray sets to throw, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So third down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Murray now. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ball game. He connected on his first, this from 41. And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Huntley. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Here's second down and 3. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run here with Connor. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
You think about James Conner down near the goal line, and you think about the 2021 season with his 15 touchdown runs. He believes he's as good as anybody down close, and he powers his way in here.
Prater on to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. That time a 6-play drive. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So the Dolphins now down by 7, a little under 40 seconds to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Now Huntley. Throw caught by Achane. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if he can make someone miss in the open field.
2nd
Here comes second down at 5. Here's Huntley. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
Well, you were at the point where you had to take the shot no matter the down. Now it's 4th down coming up, but that may turn out to be irrelevant with how little time is remaining.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. And with that, we sign off from Miami.